Hi.
I'm Petah Tikva.
And I'm Bet Hatikva.
And we're...
Oh, time to make a video. Great. Hello everyone and welcome to my unboxing video. Today I have some original Broadway musicals. I'm gonna open them up and see what we have going on here. So looking into the 2017-2018 Tony nominated original musicals. First we have this gem here, which is The Band's Visit. This is a really good show, actually. It's based off of the an indie film of the same name. It basically follows a group of Egyptian band members who accidentally wind up in Israel for a night and spend the night with the Israelis hanging out. It's a nice show. It's a very sleek show, very compact in its design and tone. It reminds me a lot of basically if you set Once in the Middle East. They play music on stage, and it's very cultural, and it's very understated, not as flashy as a lot of what's on Broadway this year. It's very sincere, which is really nice. It was highly nominated for 11 awards, including Best Musical, Best Book and Score, acting nominations for Tony Shalhoub and Katrina Lenk as leading actor and actress, as well as Ariel Satchel for supporting actor. And then it got lighting and sound design and scenic design, orchestrations, and direction. So 11 nominations, did very well. As for what it's going to win, it's hard to say. I think Katrina Lenk for Best Leading Actress has a really good shot. She has beautiful singing voice and a really deep character, and I think it'll be either her or one of the revival ladies who are going to win. It'll also win Best Score. The music we're hearing from this show is really different from what we've heard in Broadway the past couple ever, kind of. So I think that's really interesting and engaging, and it might win orchestrations for that same reason, probably that or Once in This Island. And maybe Best Direction. I want Michael Arden to win Best Direction, but if he doesn't, I think The Band's Visit has the best shot of direction. As for the design, I like the design. I do think it's really nice and understated, but I don't think it'll win against some of the flashier shows. I do think it'll win Best Musical, though. As I said, it's very sincere, original in its concept, and I think that will fare well against some of the other, little bit more formulaic shows. But yeah, a very good showing from The Band's Visit. Moving on, see what else we have in here. We have SpongeBob SquarePants the musical. I'll be honest, nobody had a lot of super high expectations for SpongeBob. I distinctly remember when it was announced a couple years ago, people talking about how it was the death of Broadway and a scathing indictment of how commercial we've gotten. But it blew a lot of people away. It got 12 nominations, tied for the most this season. And from everything that I've seen, I would say that they made the best SpongeBob SquarePants musical anyone could possibly make. It was highly nominated, but not only for Best Musical, Best Score, and Best Book, but also it got acting nominations, leading actor for Ethan Slater and supporting actor for Gavin Lee, direction and choreography awards, nominations, as well as design awards, as well as scenic, lighting, sound, costumes, and orchestrations. I think Ethan Slater will win Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role. He is energetic and fun. He does a great impression, but also makes it his own. He makes SpongeBob someone that you care about and like. I'm so happy that he's found success here, and I want him to win, I really do. And then the design awards are also right up there. David Zinn has some beautiful costume and set design that I've heard from some people don't always work with the show, but it is stunning to look at. The way Tina Landau and all the designers have framed this show is absolutely perfect. A lot of time one show sweeps all of them. If that's the case, I think SpongeBob will be that show. I don't think it'll win Best Show. I don't think the nominators would let it win Best Show. The book and score are all right, but a little bit disjointed. I don't think there's anything coming from that. So SpongeBob, I wouldn't go see it if I was in New York, and I hope it doesn't become like the longest running show ever. But I think the people who worked on it should be very proud of their product because they made a quality piece of theater out of SpongeBob SquarePants. So good for them. Moving on, we have Mean Girls the musical. Again, I had very low expectations with this show. Its subject matter is not really my cup of tea. There's a lot of pink, and I didn't have a lot of faith in what it stood for. But come to find out, it was a really well-made show. I thought the music was really fun. The book by Tina Fey is really smart, and there's some really great performances. Taylor Lautman does a great job. Ashley Park, I think, kills it. She's one of my favorites in the show. A lot of really stellar young performers doing really great work. And a beautiful design as well. Excellent use of video, bright costumes, excellent lighting, fun sound, and a really great ensemble work, great choreography and direction. It really is a pretty well-rounded, excellent show. Other than Band's Visit, I think this would probably be the best contender for original musical. It was nominated for Best Musical, Book and Score, Best Direction, and Choreography. It got some design awards. It got Best Orchestrations and Scenic Design and Costume Design and Sound Design. And it got some performance awards. Ashley Park got Supporting Actress, Greg Henson, Supporting Actor, and Taylor Lautman for Leading Actress. All of them super well deserved. They all did a really great job. I think Tina Fey will win the Best Book, but to be honest, I don't think it'll win much other than Book. And it's a little bit of a shame because I do think it's a good show, and I definitely think it'll find lots of success in the regional and the high school market. Again, they should be proud of the product they made, but it's not necessarily high art, so I don't think it will resonate with Tony voters. So this moves us on to the fourth nominee for Best Musical, which is Frozen. Frozen, of course, based off the Disney movie. It was only nominated for 3 categories: Best Musical, Best Book, and Best Score, which really surprised me. It might just be because Disney makes a really good commercial, but from all the videos I saw, it looked like it was stunning spectacles and amazing performances and really a cool show. But apparently not. Apparently the cast did well, but nothing spectacular. They didn't have too much to work with, and the design was sometimes a little bit inconsistent. And I think what we're seeing in this trend is with shows like Newsies and Hunchback, Disney's getting darker. Disney's making more adult shows, and sometimes it's a little bit inconsistent, and they have to decide if they want to be cartoons or making stuff real. And it sounds like they're still looking for that perfect balance. I like what they've done with Frozen. All the new music I've heard is good. All the performances I've seen are good. Critics didn't seem to think so, and perhaps Tony voters didn't either. So I don't think it'll win anything it was nominated for. I do think it'll make lots of money because it is a Disney musical. I think it'll be around for longer than The Band's Visit and possibly some of the others. But I don't necessarily think it's going to win many Tony Awards. So those are all the ones that were on the table for Best Musical. There's a few that are off the table down here. We have Summer, the Donna Summer musical, which was nominated for performance awards for LaChanze and Ariana DeBose. I don't think it's going to win either of them. They do a lovely job, but when you're only nominated for your performance category, it's not a great sign. And then we have Bruce Springsteen on Broadway, which is not a real show, but it's making as much as Hamilton every week, which is frustrating. Bruce is getting a special Tony Award for his contribution to the theater, and I don't know how I feel about that. To be honest, I don't know how I feel about this whole season. I mean, when I look at what I have before us, and we have the other shows that weren't nominated. We have Rocktopia and Home for the Holidays and Escape to Margaritaville and Prince of Broadway, and I look at all of this and I see such little originality. You know, I think back to last year when we had Dear Evan Hansen and Come From Away and Great Comet, and shows that even if they were based off of real events or off of different source material, were so original and so creative, and literally every single thing in this season was not an original concept. I mean, The Band's Visit was based off an indie movie, which is something, but SpongeBob and Mean Girls and Frozen were all based off of blockbusters. Summer and Margaritaville were both jukebox musicals, biopics of their authors. You know, Springsteen and Prince of Broadway, Rocktopia, and Home for the Holidays, these were all concerts more than actual shows. You could argue Prince of Broadway was more of a song cycle, but still, we're not getting original material here, and it's kind of scary and kind of sad. I mean, all of these shows, some of them are good, some of them are interesting, some of them have some great design, some of them have some wonderful people working on them. There's definitely some talented people who are doing good work, but the material they have to work with is not that great. And what we're finding is all of the original musicals on Broadway this season all failed to think outside the box. So we're gonna rebox them up and hope that next season we get some more originality in the original musical category. Alright, that's all I have. Thank you for watching this unboxing video of Broadway's original musicals. Tony Awards are right around the corner. They are this Sunday. Tune in on Saturday for our Tony recap episode where we let everyone know who our picks are to win. And if you want to be a part of that, it might not be too late. Go ahead, fill out the form down here. Let us know you're interested. Please do that. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, see, it looks right side up here. That's funny because it turns upside down twice. So it's upside down for me, but like, wow. It keeps switching, but it goes. This hand is on that. Oh wow. Oh, I could do this for a long time. Oh, and the delay. And you guys are missing seeing like my actual hands. But that's just a great time. Okay, I gotta film a video.